Seven. Over here. Seven. Over here. Look here. Look here. Seven. Look here. Seven over here. Seven. Over here. Seven. Smile.
Sexy Halloween costumes are one of life's greatest seasonal joys. Take an ordinary concept like a nurse, a vampire, a chicken sandwich, add fishnets, fake blood, and about 3 square inches of fabric, boom! Instant party classic. Nothing says spooky season quite like someone turning a zombie apocalypse into a Victoria's Secret runway show. And frankly, it's the kind of creative spirit that we fully endorse. Sexy costumes are fun, silly, and half the reason Spirit Halloween can afford to take over every abandoned Toys R Us in America. But then things can get weird. For every sexy witch that makes sense, there's a sexy minion or a sexy Teletubby that makes you wonder if society has collectively lost its mind. Spoofing grown-up archetypes, that's great. Dressing up as a hypersexualized version of a literal child character, yikes. Call The Exorcist or, Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator. Now, we're not saying that people who wear these costumes are monsters. What we are saying is they should be very wary of the people who pay them attention when they're wearing them. I'm Seven McAllister for 7 Entertainment. Let's take a look at 7 sexy Halloween costumes that send the wrong message. Now, before we get into that, we appreciate your support, so if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and just give the sweetest little nudge to that notification bell. Number 1. Epic Gale. Dorothy Gale might be the only person in history to get sucked into a tornado and come out of it with new shoes, a squad of sidekicks, and a catchy theme song. Most folks, would wake up in a ditch. She lands in a Technicolor wonderland and immediately starts getting unsolicited life advice from a bunch of singing locals. Along the way, she picks up 3 freeloaders. You got a straw man who wants brains, Tin Man who needs a heart, a lion who's basically Courage the Cowardly Dog if he never skipped leg day. Together, they march to see the wizard, who turns out to be a fraud with better stage tech than most Vegas residencies. Through all this, Dorothy somehow keeps it together, proving that friendship conquers all and still gets sent home with nothing but a head full of trauma. Oh, and by the way, in the books, Dorothy Gale is 12 years old. 12. I know what you're thinking. McAllister, she's clearly much older in the movies, and that might be true, but she's still 16. Even Kip Winger would have a problem with that. So yeah, let's take a look what we've got here. We've got Ruby Slipper Sweetie, Kansas Sweetheart, Kansas Hottie. Well, we've done it. We've found something creepier than flying monkeys. Number 2. Addams Family Questionable Values. Wednesday Addams has made a career out of being the creepiest kid in American pop culture, and she's never had to smile to do it. While most kids her age are playing tag or collecting Pokemon cards, Wednesday's out just casually experimenting with guillotines and coming up with new ways to emotionally scar her brother Pugsley. She's basically what you'd get if Hot Topic designed a kid in a laboratory. Her wardrobe, black dress, 2 braids, permanent look of disdain, yet somehow she's managed to become a style icon for generations of goth teens and disaffected millennials who still think quoting her is a personality trait. Let's face it, nobody can shut down a conversation with a deadpan one-liner quite like Wednesday. Girl doesn't just roast you, she incinerates you and leaves your ashes in a decorative urn. She's been reinvented countless times, from Christina Ricci's iconic 90s performance to Netflix's Jenna Ortega-fueled renaissance, but at her core, she's still the same spooky little mastermind with a knack for murder jokes. Oh, and by the way, Wednesday Addams is around 10 to 12 years old. And just like Dorothy before her, she is older in the more recent incarnations, but the Wednesday you're dancing like from Netflix is still supposed to be 16 years old. Yeah. Sorry again there, Kip Winger. And we've got Prom on Wednesday, Class on Wednesday, Gothic Wednesday, Raving Rebel, all these costumes. Actually, let's move on from this because it's all got me feeling altogether ooky. Number 3, Rock of Ages. Pebbles Flintstone is proof that even in the Stone Age, babies could be brand mascots. Fred and Wilma's little red-haired bundle of joy wasn't just there to cry and crawl around, she was instantly merchandised onto every toy shelf faster than you can say yabba dabba doo. Pebbles made her TV debut back in 1963, and by the following year she had her own doll and other stuff. Yeah, Pebbles became a marketing juggernaut before she could even form a sentence. On the show, she mostly did what all cartoon babies do: look cute, get into trouble occasionally, act as a plot device when Fred needed to learn a very important lesson about responsibility. Later, the writers clearly got bored of the baby hijinks, so Pebbles was fast-tracked through puberty like she was on prehistoric steroids. Entered the Pebbles and Bam Bam show, where she's suddenly a 16-year-old with big hair and a teenage boyfriend who also happened to be your childhood playmate. So how old is Pebbles Flintstone? Take your pick. Baby in the original series, teen in the spin-offs, and eventually a married adult with kids in the TV movies. Therefore, you could be okay to do a Pebbles look as long as it was an older version. However, if you check out this costume, it's clearly portraying the baby version. You got short hair, blue and green. The adult Pebbles wore pink. And it's not helping matters that this outfit is called Pebbles Pinup. Gross. Number 4, any other ideas? Coraline Jones is the kind of kid you wish you had the guts to be, but also the kind that makes you thankful you don't live in a house with doors that lead to alternate dimensions. She's brave, clever, and just the right amount of sarcastic to make adults wish they'd read the fine print before moving into the Pink Palace apartments. Now, while most children her age are whining about homework or texting their friends, Coraline is outsmarting a creepy, button-eyed other mother and negotiating with a bunch of weird, sinister versions of her neighbors. What makes her truly awesome isn't just her bravery, it's her curiosity and refusal to let the weirdness break her. She solves problems, faces fears head on, and doesn't need a grown-up to swoop in and save the day. Basically, she's the definition of girl power, but with more nails on chalkboard moments and less glitter. And let's not forget the most shocking part: Coraline is only 11 years old. Yeah, and here's the costume. Kind of giving me Sasha Banks vibes, really. Now, come on, McAllister. This could be any character with blue hair and a yellow raincoat, striped stockings, and a red purse. Well, you know, the costume is called Sexy Other Daughter, so yeah, you know. Number 5, lower standards. Seriously? These guys? All right, the boys of South Park, Stan, Cal, Cartman, and Kenny, basically the MVPs of small-town chaos. While most kids their age are figuring out algebra or begging their parents for iPhones, these 4 are running around dropping F-bombs, surviving absurd disasters, and somehow staying in the same grade year after year. You got Stan, the normal one, Kyle, the moral compass, which is adorable but basically useless, Cartman, a human disaster magnet, and Kenny, well, Kenny used to die a lot before that joke got tired. Their adventures tackle everything from celebrity culture to politics, and somehow, amid all the crude humor and talk and poop jokes, they manage to stay hilarious, clever, and occasionally heartbreaking. And yet, despite all the chaos, the deaths, and the adult-level problems they solve, they're still kids. Officially, all 4 of them are 8 years old. That's right, 8, which means every ridiculous stunt, every insane scheme, every morally bankrupt prank, all the work of tiny 8-year-olds. Unreal. And of course, cue the costumes. Yeah, let's move on. Number 6, Sitch Please. Kim Possible is basically the girl every kid secretly wanted to be and every adult wished they could hire as a bodyguard. She's smart, stylish, and capable of saving the world before breakfast, all while balancing homework, cheerleading, and a social life that somehow doesn't implode under the weight of evil geniuses. Villains try to take over the world. Kim handles them with one-liners, flawless combat moves, and a little help from Ron Stoppable, that of course being her loyal sidekick, who is equal parts comic relief and snack enthusiast. What makes her truly awesome is how she effortlessly juggles normal teenage drama with global incidents, school projects done, family obligations covered, evil masterminds obliterated, and she does it all while staying cool, confident, and sporting a utility belt that every secret agent would kill for. But let's get to the punchline here. During the course of the 4 seasons of the show, Kim Possible ages from 14 to 17. Hey, relax there, winger. And yes, that's why this What the Sitch costume is giving us the full-on ick. That's what the kids say these days. Ick. See, I don't know, because I'm not 17. Number 7, super inappropriate. The Powerpuff Girls are basically proof that small humans can be terrifyingly effective at crime fighting, even if they still have to go to preschool. Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup aren't just adorable, they're a whirlwind of super strength, laser vision, and sass. capable of taking down every villain Townsville throws at them before nap time. While most kids are figuring out how to tie their shoes, these girls are stopping Mojo Jojo, saving the city, and somehow keeping their hair perfectly coiffed through it all. Now, what makes them truly awesome is how each girl brings her own flair, Blossom's brains and leadership, Bubbles' sweetness hiding an insane combat capability, and Buttercup's sheer destructive force. Together, they are unstoppable, unshakable, and unapologetically themselves, proving that you don't need to be tall to be terrifying, that sometimes the best superheroes are the ones who can fly, punch, and still manage a polite hello to the civilians on the way out. And here's the kicker. Despite all the chaos, supervillains, and citywide destruction, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup are only 6 years old. 6! And the costumes? Oh, okay. These aren't so bad. Oh no. Nope. Oh! Double nope. Yikes. Well, there's our list, and I leave out any other risque Halloween costumes that send the wrong message or so. Please leave them in the comments section below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tippity-tap that notification bell. Until next time, I'm Seven McAllister for 7 Entertainment saying bye-bye.